Hey, this is HeliosAflame here. I'm going to do a clear run of Dragoon's Comet for Quantum Protocol on the basis that this is quite a hard map and people might want to see how it looks like on a clear. So this is meant to be used in conjunction with my Steam guide, but unlike the Black Anchor video, I'm going to try not to discuss too many of my moves before the bosses because this is long. So we'll see how much commentary I end up doing, but there will be a link if people just want to skip to the bosses at the end, which is generally the hard part. Adding flashbang because it has a stun, otherwise the deck seems fine. There's going to be enemies everywhere next round. I could use an extra draw. I'm saving my flashbang for next turn. I'll return this katana so I can finish that off and get... I'll finish it off with the bow. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a cash. 2 interceptors, that one's blocked. So I'm allowed to this one. Before we need stuff to block this interceptor, we can drop the cash hit to block, and I guess Seeker forced in it fast. So we have time on the cache. Don't know how this works. Let's find out. Okay. Just execute clear this throw. Execute clear this throw. Bow kills cache. Refill program. Cool. Program 2 turns to block things, cool. Upgrade. Gold potion will take to play soon. We don't really need the rest of this stuff. Cause the corrections are okay with Shide. Can't block this here, so we just block here. Get our flashbang. Put a bow in a correct row. Hana in a correct row. So we've used up our bow. We don't have great stuff here. Right the second. Force will be good because we need to do 1 damage. Probably should have done this slightly differently to have the reprogram earlier, but it's fine. So this goes down to 1, we draw, reprogram, turn in, reprogram, fine, cool. There's enemies in lots of places, we have the flashbang, that's good. So we'll just prep a bit beforehand. Katana in the places with the most enemies. We'll just double hit, get our reprogram, flashbang. And I should have put that back row because I'm probably going to execute. That's fine. I'll take force. Waste a turn for being bad, it's fine. Just kills Hash it, that is okay. Just to block this. And we cheated back the bow. Guess we might as well execute to have access to Serenity reprogrammed. Cool. Lots of enemies next round. Let's play a cash it now because we could use some more. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. We don't care about taking 1 damage, so we're just playing more stuff out. Cyrus. I guess we're just gonna play a bunch of these bows. So we'll untap our katanas. So we need to block here. And then we're gonna need to block here. It's fine. We will cheat it and put it back. Oh. And we block like this. And we're done. Okay. This is stuff. Attacking in 2 turns. We have enough time, we'll just reprogram. Good. That's not a huge deal. We'll just leave some in the board for now. We've got space. Ishida's good. This Chio is really good. We'll leave Chio in the board so we can grab it with cash hit because it kind of conflicts with flashbang, so we don't need both, but Chio is very strong. But we should do that the other way around, actually. So we always intend to play Chio, we don't, if we can. And then flashbang is the situational one, okay. And then we just need to block some stuff. We will block with the katana. Then we will cash it here. Getting it back. Boss, whatever. Okay, so that's gonna die, that's fine. And then we play a bow. We kill this. We kill that with katana. We reset. Okay. This hand is fine. Or this deck is fine even. Enemies in 3 slots. I can't remember which boss it is. It's probably fine. So we just play things in every row and we'll draw more cards. Okay, so 2 minions here. These cannot take more than 1 damage at a time. He's spawning more minions. Okay, so this one is we want to clean up the minions. That is fine. So we want to use 2 things so we can activate Chie, and we want to use bow because bow is ridiculous. To finish off this guy, so we'll go here. I should have been playing this counter in the back row in case you're wondering, so that I could put blockers in front if needed. Okay, Chie is going to kill this. Then what's going to happen here? I'll just get it. We're looking to get our turn back in a second, is why I'm totally fine. Not using power yet. I get this back now. I can use power to kill. So we have reprogram soon, so that's nice. That won't be a problem. We will take this opportunity to slam the boss some more. We're playing Ishida. We've got our reprogram. We guessed wrong on where enemies would spawn, that's fine. We'll go here. This is attack for 3, we don't care. We shuffle. Kill. We could go get flashbang, this is a good flashbang. We have time, he's gonna hit damage, reprogram. So I have to block now, and that's not really a problem. We will just block with a katana, and we have time to hit with the katana, that's nice. We'll just play bow, we can kill him from here very easily. Got him. Okay, one down. Reshuffle deck, we get to play more things, we need to play in these 3 rows, we have the Chio, we'll just grab that now, so I don't know what we'll cache it for. We could cache it for constant correction and just correct the cache hit, that would be reasonable. We are playing Ishida to get out a bow, and we're playing the Ishida in the front row to block, and the rest in the back row. What do we even do now? We kind of are out of, I guess we'll just cache it, get a constant correction, play constant correction on the cache hit. And I don't know how we can really be more prepared than that, so I guess we'll just pass some turns. Okay. Do we really want to use the bow up yet? So we instantly need to do stuff before this runs out. So these have mines, so we want to blow up the mines now so we can get through the game with the board afterwards. So we'll just bow to pop this mine. We have a blocker still. We might just reprogram, to be honest. That was a lot of our good cards, and I want to see what our red card is. Okay, what are you? Actually, you know what? I won't use red cards for this guide because you will not have access to them yet. Force 3 is a big upgrade that can just come in. We really don't need to spend. I'll just combine them, whatever. Bows actually can be good. So we have too many cards there. We'll just get rid of the red card because, as mentioned, you wouldn't have access to it yet. We don't really need these things either. What do we want in? So we want to have something we're happy to grab in the sideboard. That's fine. We've got a bow now, which is really nice. Or actually, yeah, the Ishida is good as well. I don't know if we need 2 Ishida in the main deck. It's a bit hard to use them all. Saigo is cool because it can copy our bow, and then we need to get rid of a card. We'll get rid of this Cinder. We don't need a 3rd delay effect. Delay is really good, but we already have 2. 1 here and 1 that we can cache it. And yeah, if we need the 2nd Ishida, we'll just cache it for it, for the big tempo it offers. Cool, so time to start playing out. We can just this guy is positive. Okay, so he's gonna get moved, so we'll put the katana here for the kill. I guess we'll take a katana effect. It's fine. It's not exciting, but it's okay. What's that? Oh, oops! I could have taken. I could have taken 2 katanas. It's not a huge deal. As I said, we're trying to play this fast rather than like 100% carefully, because otherwise it's really frustrating to play Comet. Okay, so red goes Interceptor. So Interceptor is the big problem here. If we have time because we have the Chio, so we should just try to kill the Interceptors first. We'll put a 3 HP guy in front, and then we'll do something at some point. Okay, and then we put a katana here. Okay, and now we can. Oh, we can't Chio because we didn't use this yet. Whoops. Okay. Returns. Wait, what does he say exactly? Level 1 or lower. Okay, sorry. Okay, so that was a mistake. Well, it wasn't obvious how to play around it, but anyway, attacking in 3 turns, attacking in 3 turns, attacking in 4 turns. So we're just gonna block everything instead. Not do damage for a little, and that's fine too. So we get to replay this. Oh, actually this works. Okay, so we hit this, move it to a random slot. That's fine because we're playing Chio. Wait, okay, exactly 2 use effects. Condition not met. There's exact tap effects. That's not a tap effect. Okay, so we use this for the tap effect, and then we can Chio. Cool. We'll take the draw. Actually, we'll hit this katana fast action. Then we'll take the door and finish off the interceptor. Cool. Blocked, blocked. This is magic damage, so this can actually yeah, this could one shot the ghost. Damage. I'm curious actually, does this kill Machida? No, it doesn't. Cool. Okay. So, are we happy to keep this board? Well, we're gonna have to be, because I know we could reprogram, but really I don't think we need to. So we're just going to kill this. We'll play you, so we have something in every row. And we still have access to Serenity if we need something. Aha, after all that there's mines anyway. Okay, that's fine. So we deal 2 damage to each of these blue ghosts. And then we pop the mines and the closest chandeliers on turn 5. That's fine. At this stage we'll just yeah, we'll just pop the mines, then reprogram the Serenity, it's fine. So we program 1 turn left, that turn is Serenity, easy game. We don't, well, we could use an upgraded flashbang, so we'll keep that. We don't need battery, really. Well, actually, battery could be grabbed from sideboard, we don't need Magic Ember. Okay, so this is why we've been making sure to get access to our hero powers, because otherwise it wouldn't be the end of the world. We could actually avoid it anyway. Like we could cash it block, then blue ghost block, but really that's just very complicated when instead we could just play Serenity. Okay, so we want to kill you. Yeah, we just want to kill things fast, and we want access to Chio again. We can draw a card. Chio's cool, but actually it's better to have Chio for next round for the delay. So we can already use Chio, so we'll just play Bow and Saigo copying Bow. Okay, and we can still use Chio, so that's good. And now we will Chio the enemies. There's 1 mine interceptor. We should just kill these interceptors. Serenity will die now, that is totally fine. So we don't have our reprogram yet. This we might need to stall out a bit. Are we happy to go into the next round? Or we could just keep our big gourd. Okay, yeah, it's only 1 mine, it will only do 1 damage. So we lose the bow, which does suck, but other than that we're fine. And we can grab another bow off cash hit if we need it, or another flashbang. Yeah, this is fine. We can play from here. Which means we can kill the mine last, which is okay. This is one damage to all other cards in the same row. It's a little annoying, but okay, so we use this instant effect, put into 1. Use the bow here. We finish with the bow, don't get attacked at all. We take mines, bow dies, everything else is alive. Oh, we can cheat A and bring back the bow. That's better. Mirror shards. So when this card takes damage, attack. Okay, we want to kill these quickly. So these 2 are blocked. We want to kill this one first as well because of the fact there's a crypt cache there. Okay, we'll take the reprogram. Okay, so it's only when mirrors are hit. So we could just grab a flashbang and buy some more time. Is there anything else we need? We could take a bow and kill another mirror. Okay, if we can clear this, then it's fine to just take a bow to kill mirrors. And mirrors do not trigger when non-mirrors get attacked. Okay, so we just kill this, attach it, we take the bow, Ishida, bow here, we force this. we're about to get reset, so we don't really care about anything other than, actually, we care about building Serenity Bar. That's fine. Okay, so we can't take damage anymore, so we're just going to build some bar quickly. Probably not the whole way, but second bow class, that's pretty insane. This deck's getting a little big. If you haven't noticed, it's already been a little hard to find what we need. Oh, one katana, and I mean honestly, Saigo's a bit unnecessary. It just gives us more bows, but we have more bows, so who cares? Health potion's good to have later. Scalpel is a good card to grab situationally. Reincarnation's not super useful. We're never actually going to use this Lantern Hana because we're keeping our deck quite small. We're never actually going to use this constant correction, right? Like, there's always going to be something better to grab. Okay. So we want to keep our threat level down, and we want to kill this, and we want to gain as much Serenity Bar as possible, and we want to play fast so we don't waste time. So Katana, use this, Ishida, play bow, cheer, untap, and then we execute. Okay, cool. Good enough. And notably, that would have been terrible if we weren't going to the next turn, because yeah, we had no board, we had no recycle, but we knew we were, so it's fine. Yeah, we'll take the Ishida, that's tempo positive. Again, I don't remember exactly what these bosses are, it doesn't matter too much. And we'll either cash it or Katana in front here, depending on what this spawn is. Okay, oh, this is Zeeper. Okay, so Zeeper, it's generally good to have cards in a lot of different places, and you don't want to kill the Scythe, you just want to kill Zeeper himself. So let's start hitting him with the bow and see what happens. So he's going to be attacking 3 times, so we'll need to probably have this in front of him. So the Scythe is going to spawn here. So we can force him. Right, we didn't attack him, that's why the Scythe is staying still. Okay, so if we want to be able to attack him, we need to attack a different row. That's how this works. We also want to be flashbanging him maybe. Yeah, we can flashbang him now and then cheer a bit later. This is fine. Actually, that's in a lot of turns. Just cash it, taking... are we running out of cards? We're a little low on cards. What helps with that? The Shide helps with that. Take the Shide. Bring back bow. We want to keep our 4 life creatures, so we'll swap this. And okay, that's the reprogram. We'll just... okay, this says attack, right? Okay. So we need this guy to be somewhere else, so we'll do this attack. That moves aside, so now we get to block. Now he's going to attack 3 times. So we don't quite have time to use the cheer yet, we'll have to use both bows first, so we're going to move this to block. Maybe I should have just taken the flashbang, huh? We're losing a lot of tempo here. Play a bow. Use bow, that moves the Scythe over here. We might just have to use this bow, it sucks, but what sucks more is not being able to use cheer. Okay, cool. Card. Okay, so now we just have a bunch of bows that we just want to hit the boss with, so I guess we just start moving around bows. Hitting the boss with them. It's a fine block. We'll play it to block another location, return this bow. Summoning a minion, that's fine. Yeah, we have Serenity, so the minion can insta-kill the player. So we still have a bow to go kill it, and if it spawns somewhere weird, we can use Serenity and it will be fine. Oh, it just spawned in the bow lane, that works. So he's attacking 3 times. This is a good time to recycle, we have nothing left, we've done a lot of cool stuff. so we're gonna want to... we need to block the size. Yeah, we can grab Ishida and use him to spawn something to block the size. And we can force this and see where he moves, so we can put Ishida in the right place. Okay. Ishida goes here, we play Katana, blocking size. Cool. So then he's going to attack 3 times in 2 turns. That sounds like a good chance to play 2 bows. If I play a bow here, it will die to that. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Someone's got to bite the bullet, right? Actually, quick check. What if I can just Serenity and kill him instead? That's probably better, huh? Okay, cool. Boss dead. So we will try to refresh Serenity for next time, but yeah. Cool. We'll take the card, because we're still a little low on card flow, so we take the draw when able, rather than keeping it up for tempo. Enemies in the middle 3 rows, so we'll play in the middle 3 rows. Bow, Katana, and we can cash it and get another bow maybe. We have Chia soon, so... oh, we'll take Saigo, that's better than a bow, obviously. Just Saigo the bow. And then I guess we'll just draw. There's a mine will kill bow, that's a bit unfortunate. Do we just want to pass this? So this is when it takes damage, trash the opponent's deck. Okay, we don't care as soon as we draw the bow, so we'll just draw the bow, and we'll just blow the 9 up first. Then, yeah, we'll kill you. Kill the next one, then we can use Chia and untap both our bows. Chia comes out. These enemies always have so much life. I think this was changed slightly since last time I played, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's strongbug.mw plus now. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. The hard part about Comet is not the waves. It's the bosses. We could take a reshuffle here. We're honestly in an okay spot though. We've got you know what we should actually do is we're taking the reshuffle because we want to have access to Serenity again for panic. Okay, this is our first AoE. That's probably going to be useful at some point. We could keep these 2 afterburners and hope they combine, but I mean, actually, hang on. Afterburner might be good in this deck. We're playing out our hands quite fast. I think I made a mistake, and that should be in. That gives us an extra slot. We don't really need this spark. Yeah, we don't mind. No, it's very rare we'll need a bow from the sideboard. I guess it's more likely than this battery though, so we still have no space. I can't really imagine grabbing Shida instead of Seigo. We're thinking too hard here. It doesn't matter. This isn't going to be what decides to run or not. Yeah, important skill, I guess, knowing what's important and what's not at the same time. That's a lot of enemies, and there's a cache. I don't know if we're getting this cache for sure, because that's a lot of stuff to go through to get there. Okay, so we're going to need 2 stool, and what do we have to stool? We just have this cache hit, so we're going to immediately flashbang them. And that also gets a blocker out, which is nice. Oh, we didn't quite get to the cycle count. That's fine. We have 9 turns. We can get there. So we need the bow to blow up the front thing. Then we can use Katana, go afterburner, use Katana fast. Okay, and now we're gonna have to attention a bit. So this is draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. Okay, so we always have a reprogram. So all this did was it drew 1 card, which is fine though, because it's also going to block. It's not spectacular, but it got us to Chie, which is another blocker, and gives us untapped some things we could use. So we're going to kill most of these and then reprogram, because this is not a good enough hand really for next round. Okay, that's that dealt with. We'll just reprogram now. We don't have anything that deals 5 damage very effectively. Claw Trap is better than the extra Flashbang. Tori can be useful. Void Potion can be useful. Pendulum can be useful. So I guess we just take out all the generic cards that we're not actually planning on playing. It's a bit of a shame because they could have potentially ended up as upgrades, but it's more important to have these tools, I think. Yeah, we'll take the draw. So we're killing these with bows, so that means we want to start preparing for the next wave. Which means we're playing in these rows. So this is discard all cards in hand and draw same number of cards. It's annoying. I think I'd rather kill the mirrors than first, rather than this first, because this is annoying to have infinite copies of. So we want to set up for this afterburner. Well, set up a blocker, get back this bow that's out of position. We play it. Okay, we can Chio, so we should Chio. This is taking 2 mirror shots, so we'll take the draw. Oh wait, we shouldn't have taken the draw. Okay, we need to kill the pathogen first because it's going to ditch our reprogram in the bin, and we need to get that back. But that's fine, that was kind of what we intended to do anyway. So we kill this, and now this mirror is irrelevant, so we'll just start killing the pathogen. And we'll crush it, getting anything that does at least 1 damage. It's like whatever, it really doesn't matter. Kill this, this discards our reprogram, we put reprogram back on top of our deck, we draw it, we use reprogram, and now we're ready to go. We don't need treasure, our deck's not big enough to do that kind of draw. And we start playing out. So a bit punished for not having a bow here, because we probably would have taken the bow. We can take Sago though, it's fine. Play Afterburner now, because we could theoretically get the Shide value, but it's pretty hard. Black Virus, Black Virus, Black Virus. Okay. Draw. This is last wave. Okay, bosses. Oh, we don't get automatically thrown into recycle. That's a bit surprising. Okay, doesn't matter. 2 enemies here. Can't remember what they are. We'll find out in a second. Another case where we have we're running out of actions because our hand's pretty fast, but that's fine. So we can take here. We can take the Sago and get the bow. If we have time to mess around, I guess we can actually give Sago both of these actions. And we do have time to mess around, so we will. This is getting a bit high. It will go down as soon as the boss spawns, though, so we don't care too much. And yeah, nothing really to do here. I guess we could Afterburner to draw 1 card. It's going to be hard to do better, so. Okay, what's spawning? Because we need to get threat down. Optical anomaly. Okay, so this guy... Let's see. Okay, right, he's got after images. There's 3 3s that need to be killed. And then whenever he takes damage, he moves to a random slot and leaves behind a minion card. Okay, so you want to hit him as few times as possible while still doing enough damage to... Yeah, you want to hit him for large numbers, is what this says. We'll use a fast katana activation here, then pick up the force. And to finish off. He's attacking 4 times. That's fine, Saigo can block wherever he goes to. So Hana, incidentally, the reason I'm doing this on Hana is because I think Hana is a fairly simple deck to beat Comet with if you don't want to play Queen, but also don't want to do anything too scary. Like Bow Plus is very good against a lot of the last boss stages, as you can see here, where hitting them for 6 each time is really good. We are going. Speaking of which, let's turn a bow to our hand. And now we can play Chio and Stall. That's nice. We'll leave this slot open, I think it's more likely to be useful. So at some point we're going to need to block him with Sago plus something else, but that's fine. But for now what we're going to do is just 6 him again, I guess. Get both. Oh, whoops, I forgot that he takes no damage as well. That's fine, we have a lot of bows. So we'll play a bow here, then we'll put the katana here to block. Ooh, that's dealt with. You are dealt with. Oh, he's attacking for 5, this is fine. So soon we're going to have to... We'll probably reset our deck in a sec. So we're going to execute to make room for this bow. He's going to kill the katana. He doesn't act for 7 turns, we kill this, and we take a nice safe reprogram with the board clear. So be careful when you reprogram, because you do need to do it. These boss fights are long enough for it, but you don't want to do it when panicking, right? You want to do it when the board is safe. Oh, we'll take a Pendulum Plus. So if we were taking damage, Pendulum is very strong, we're just not being forced to take damage right now, so we don't care. Oh, we could have had the Flashbang Plus. Kunai again is pretty useful in Soon. So Bloom Hana could be pretty strong. It will be useful in stage 2, I believe, but it's not useful on here because the boss keeps jumping around. So we'll take the Bloom Hana, but we're not using it right now. What don't we need? We don't need this flashbang. It's a bit late for that, I think. Actually, this was our... Yeah, we did. Yeah, okay, we don't need 3 different things, so we'll just keep the Claw Trap. Okay, so we're looking to just start chunking him again, and we'll take the draw. And this force will be really good for killing the first mirror image. What's he doing? He's hitting 4 times. Ah, okay, I should actually block that first, I think. It's a bit too dangerous, so I wasted 1 action there. I should have just put the Shido in the right place initially, but this is fine. He's attacking for 5 this time, that is way more blockable. So we will just put the Shido here to block it. We'll take the draw. He's attacking 4 times again. So Chido is probably going in front of wherever he ends up. And if necessary, I can just tap the katana to get the Chie condition. This is annoying. So in order to deal with this, we're going to need to do an extra hit on him to make him move. That's fine. Okay, we'll just poke him. This activates Chio. So now we're going to need to kill these after images. We can actually just kill him here. We cash hit, we take Sago, we use Sago copying bow. Okay. We'll need to get the draw first. That's fine. Oh, we can actually literally just play this bow, I think. It's mildly more complicated, but not very much. Cool. Okay, next boss immediately spawns. So what does this boss do? So this boss makes you lose the game in 5 turns. But each time it takes damage, we get 3 extra turns on our counter. And then if it has 12 counters on it, then we remove all the counters and it deals 10 damage to everything. So basically we can't let its 5 hit 0 or we just die. But if we attack it 12 times and it's not dead, then it will do a lot of damage to us. It's survivable, like we could add extra cards into our deck to survive it, but we'd rather not deal with that instead. So what does this mean? This means that we would like to hit it in large chunks in one go, ideally. So this is where Bloom Hana is good. So we can cash hit the Bloom Hana, activate this bow and hit it for 6. And again, when I said Hana is quite good against these, this is one of the examples. We take the Bloom Hana. We could also use Tori later, maybe. Okay, cool. And then we get to Afterburners, which is pretty nice. So do we put the Afterburners in front? I think we do. It doesn't actually matter, we're gonna have to reprogram the sound does nothing, obviously. So so if we're hitting him for 6s, we get a lot of space to hit him however we like, pretty much, which means we can also poke for 1 if we need to stall for time. We're going to want to play 1 delay on them at some point, but it's not a huge rush. Chio's really good here. Bloom Hana's really good. Tori can be really good because it blocks and does a load of damage. So we'll put the Tori in and leave the Bloom Hana here, I think. And what don't we need? We don't really need this Force. We don't really need this Katana. Do we have enough blockers? We have. Tori, she did, it'll be okay. What don't we need? We don't really need the Scalpel. Okay. So we're just trying to find exactly the cards we actually need to do this. We'll take the Chio draw because advantage is nice. We're just blocking with an Afterburner so we can use a bow to go in. It's a bit awkward, but I think we just play another bow and dodge or miss with it so we can use Chio. Take the draw. This draw lets us go and get... Oh, it doesn't let us get the Tori because we put Tori in our deck. It lets us get the Bloom Hana though, which is also very reasonable. So the Bloom Hana will let this bow attack, and it will lead, the bow will block it and get out the way so we can move the other blow here, so that's really cool. Really useful. Okay, then we are going to put the bow here and we're going to bounce Bloom Hana to our hand. So the Shide will block the bow when the bow attacks. And then we have the Bloom Hana to make the bow kill. And we've still got 9 turns left and we're not even halfway through. So yeah, bow plus, very, very good if the reason why you're losing Dragoon's Comet is 0Z. Okay, next what is happening. Okay, so this is the last one. Oh, they're all called 0Z. Okay, so they spawn a lot of minions with random attack, but if I'm not keeping track of corruption, it's worse. So the minions, yeah, and they end up with 4-8, which is problematic. So you need to kill everything else before you focus them, basically. And their other move is they can fill your side of the board with garbage, and when they do that you normally want to be able to reprogram, or you can execute both rows and then play stuff on hand. So the first thing we're going to want to do is deal with these Shadow Sabers. Actually, the first thing we're going to want to do is reprogram. Our hand is not currently very good, so this is scary but not immediately scary, and these have 6 turns, so we have time. So what don't we need anymore? We don't really need the Torii right now. We can come back for that. What do we need? Force. These things had how much life? They had 4 life, so Force isn't so good right now. Claw Trap could be interesting. We could take like the Claw Trap and the Force potentially, but I don't think that's a huge need. Bloom Hana could be good maybe. Katana's okay. Kunais can be useful if the things spawn with 1 life, and we'll grab it if we need to with Cash Hit. But basically the game plan here is we use bows and katanas to kill both of the ads, and then we see what happens. We'll take the card draw. As mentioned, this deck is reasonably card hungry. When 2 turns he's summoning stuff, that's not an attack, we could ignore it. Put this in front because there's a decent chance we end up executing. Oh no, we'll just use Geo, it's fine. Oh right, it moves. That's fine. Okay, 7 turns, that's a lot of turns. We use... So here, we will play Chio, so these 2 have 1 life. Oh, he's attacking for 20. Yeah, Chio can sit here and block that. That is cool. Okay, so there's a 1 and a 3/4 here. Claw Trap could be useful here. It's a pity. So if we were playing this super carefully, maybe we would have Cash Hit for the Claw Trap, put Claw Trap here so it could tank this 20. But it's fine. Okay, so what do we actually want to do then? We just want... Oh, we can just take the Kunai. Kunai is fine. That deals with those 2 and puts this on less life. Yeah, okay. So we'll take Kunai. We'll put Kunai here, I guess. We want to be able to block random things wherever they spawn. They got draw. We need to deal with 3 damage to that. Easiest way is just going to be to bow it. And having bowed it, so spawn corruption to each of your enemies slots. So as mentioned, we probably are just going to want to immediately reprogram after that. This is fine. We're well set up. We have bow. We can in fact play 2 bows here. So he's attacking for 20 in a second. Okay, so what exactly do these do? So when they die, I take 2 damage, but that's fine because we have a blocker. So what we're going to do is we're going to tank this 20 and then we will program. So what's the best way to do that? I guess we can just execute back row. Yeah, we execute back row, front rotate gets hit, we reprogram. Cool. Okay. And then we reprogram as mentioned. Corruption's dealt with. This deck seems totally fine. Yeah, let's keep it. So yeah, so at this point it's just do that again. There's nothing that makes this more scary than it was before. We've done a quarter of the health, our threat level is low. It's actually probably easier because we have a better board than when we entered this round. And he's lost his 2 minions. We have Serenity for safety. So yeah, it's just don't screw up and take 20 because then you lose 50 minutes of your time. So he's going to spawn 3 minions. There's not too much we either can or need to do about that right now. We'll just block various spaces off and then figure out where the minions are spawned and then kill them. I guess we'll just play our bow somewhere. Okay, so we want to kill everything else first, ideally, but we also want to play GA. Hit him with the bow. So 1 life, 3 life, 4 life. Okay, so biggest thing, don't get hit for 20. How do we not get hit for 20? We play Chio, and then the question is, are we blocking? And the answer is... yeah, we'll block with Chio and we can fetch Bloom Hana. So we'll hit here. Alright, okay, so we hit here, so take our draw. Maybe we should have swung here first, not a huge deal. So now we can cash it, taking... Now we can put a katana here. Then we can cash it, taking our bloom Hana. And we pretty much dealt with all of this. We need... There's no real rush, so we'll just press this manually. Because we can afterburner. Oh yeah, we don't want the corruption in front in case they do an immediate attack that we end up needing to block. We want to be able to fix them, so we'll just do that swap. And then I guess we might as well put this bow back in our hand. Okay, what are they doing next? They're spawning corruption again. So that's really irrelevant. We might actually not reprogram for now and just see how much damage we can do. So to confirm... Yeah, so we don't care about those. Oh, they haven't done this, they're not doing this, so we don't really care. We'll just go face. Yeah, we go face. And now we're getting 20. Okay, so now we care. That needs to... we need to block that. That's fine. We do this. Gets blocked, we reprogram, and hit that down to 11. So okay, so tools that could have been useful had we been having more trouble. Health potion. Pretty obvious, says on the tin. You can heal 5. If you've taken attrition from waves, this is good. Void potion. If you have too much corruption, and you haven't been... so the enemy starts spawning 4/8, you can void potion them. They are level 2 or lower. So this is a very good answer if you haven't been able to control corruption. Pendulum. If you are not able to stop all the attacks, Pendulum is an insanely good tempo tool. You take 1 damage, you delay all enemies by 4. Like that's so strong. As long as this is in your hand, you have so much time to play with, even if you're falling behind on board, and it delays the enemies. But other than that, yeah. I guess general notes this map play things with high attack. The first and the second phase of the final boss are both vulnerable to large damage numbers. Yeah, play wide in general, at least on the first and third form, because the enemies have summons or teleport randomly, so it's useful to have things in every row for you, so you can jump block or deal damage immediately. And yeah. Read the rest of the scene guide if you're still having problems. Cool. Okay, 11, they are spawning minions. So can we just kill them is the question. Pretty sure the answer is yes. They don't have any lower damage taking, so we're just going to Serenity. I don't know if I need to, but it doesn't hurt. We'll bow, we will cash it, we will bloom, we will kill them. Okay, cool. And this is story, I believe. We'll pop it. Okay. Good luck in your runs.